Wait, what? What do you need now? You need... Oh, you need wooden spear. Oh, great. That's what you need. Okay, craft, tools, wooden spear, craft. Yes. You can come around here. Yeah. Yeah, this feels like it's a good balance. And I'm probably talking out of my ass now, but it still feels like that.
Hello everybody, welcome to Sjoher Reviews with me Sjoher, where I pay for mobile games and check them out so you don't have to. Today we're going to take a look at Sapiens Craft. Sapiens Craft is a game all about managing your community so you can thrive to become a more successful community. Whether it's being to gather some food, resources, or any other kinds of stuff that you can possibly imagine. And you start back in the Stone Age, and you can go all the way out to the future age. So what are we going to do with this game? I'll tell you what we're going to do with this game. We're going to rate it based on playability, zero microtransactions, length, design, and finally, how fun the game actually is. So let's dive straight in. Playability. This is where we take a look at how much you can play the game without the game constantly telling you what to do. And this game is super easy to pick up. There is an intro section, but it's basically just for when you're first introduced to all of these things, where you can just, when you're being introduced how all the system works. It's fairly quickly over with. You can basically play this game however you want, because all it really matters is that you keep your people fed. That's literally the only thing you have to worry about. And you can do that in many different ways. For example, cannibalism. I did not think that I would ever say that you can actually, in a computer game, just straight out to go cannibalism. But yeah, you can do that. Or you can go the vegan approach and just collect some fruits. You can do that as well. So for playability reasons, yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 5. I mean, it's just easy to pick up, and yeah, zero microtransactions. This is where I take a look at the in-game store and on ads based on the price that we paid for the game. And given the fact that I purchased this game for 89 cents, then you would expect at least something like, I don't know, like an ad or two in there. The game had me for a moment because it actually acknowledges this fact, but the game also acknowledges that, hey, we don't want to do that. You purchase the game, so you just keep on playing. And I love the game for that. So it's an automatic 5, but I want to add a plus. I want to give it a 5+ because it got me real good.
You can buy games from the shop for just $5.99. Blah blah blah. Just kidding. This is not that kind of game. You had me there for a second. The only way to progress is to efficiently manage your workers and to make good decisions. Sorry. Ah, you got me there good, game. You got me there good. Ah.
Link. This is where I take a look at how long the game appears to be and how much replayability you can get out of it. Well, the way that the game is set up, you can practically play it endless. But are you really going to play it endless? The answer to that is probably not. You see, it gets really repetitive, but it's still challenging because you want to like go through all of the research options and all of that, and they need like materials to do stuff.
Oh boy. Okay. I really do want to put 3 people into exploration because exploration is then going to get faster and faster and faster, meaning that we're going to find trees. Oh yeah, I know that we're missing basic materials like lumber. But yeah, they're not finding enough lumber to do anything with, which is a problem.
So yeah, it is a little bit challenging, but after a while it gets pretty repetitive. So you can always find something to go back into, but at the same time, it doesn't really push you into replayability side of it, unless you get like real difficult things later on or something like that. But if you have a little bit of common sense, then you can basically avoid any problems with this. I mean, I guess you could speedrun, like how fast can you get out of the first stage or something like that. I guess you could do that, but yeah, it's hard for me to say this, but lengthwise, I'm gonna have to give it a 3. And that's only because it is good. It is good concept, and you really have to manage how many things you can put your people to work on and all of that. But it gets repetitive after a while. So yeah, 3, middle of the road. I think that's fair. This is where I took a look at the design of the game, art, user interface, background music, sound effects, all of that nonsense. And it's really simple. And they do it very well how simple they have the game, which I like. I like the simplicity of it. But there is a little bit of problem, which I may or may not have mentioned like 1, 2, maybe 3 times before. And that's the fact that you cannot adjust the volume. And the background music, yeah, it gets tiresome after a short amount of time.
Oh, okay, I'll take that.
Like, real short. Because the background music is just the same thing constantly over and over and over again. And yeah, it gets annoying after a while. I'm not gonna lie. Which is why I have to knock it down. But, you know, for what it is a decently designed game. I also question like how cluttered everything becomes later, especially later in the game, where you have like you have to like press the construct tab, and then you have to switch over there if you want to do like food harvesting or building tools or something else. It gets really clustered up, especially if you unlock the later stages. So I feel like a better solution could have been implemented. But yeah, I realize it's nitpicking, but hey, I gotta pick something. Gotta pick something wrong with it. So I'm gonna knock it down to 3, and that's probably being a little bit harsh, but we'll give it a 3. And mostly it's because of the background music. Fun. this is where we take a look at how fun the game actually is. And I gotta be honest, I love games like these. Just simple, don't have to think too much about it. They have humor in it. They don't take themselves too seriously. They're willing to just throw in some light humor here and there. And yeah, at least for my sakes, I'm having a blast playing this game. I'm gonna have to give it a 5, and I understand why at the time when I purchased this game, it was relatively close to the top of top grossing in on mobile, and on mobile for Android that is. And yeah, I get it. I get it. It's simple. It doesn't have to be complicated all the time. Just simple, fun, and enjoyable. So overall, this means that this gets a 21 out of 25 available, meaning that it gets a 4.2. And because of the plus I gave it in the microtransactions, we're gonna move it up to 4.5. I realize I'm being probably more generous than I should be, but hey, if a game is fun and it can make me laugh, what else can I do? So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like or a comment, or even share the video. Hey, it's up to you. But that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Ooh. Can be attacked and cannibalized. Okay. I don't want to ask too many questions. Okay, okay. So. $20 raw meat and 20 pelts. One of the workers may die in the fight. You know what? Oh, we're gonna need 5. Okay. So, why don't you just go over there? So yeah, we're taking a field trip to just cannibalize a village. We're gonna get 20 raw meats from it. So, yeah. So yeah, things are looking good.